got to get the football back, obviously, and is starting to get desperate.
Cardinals trying to remain unbeaten, trying to go to 4-0. Miami, after a heartbreaking loss in overtime last week to the Jets, trying to get to 500 at 2-2. Tannehill, ball is loose. Cardinals say they have it. Paris Lennon tried to pick it up, but couldn't do it. And somewhere under that pile is the football.
The Cardinals are signaling they have it, and they do.
And another huge turnover.
Tannehill got the ball ripped out of his hands after about 2 steps away from center. Look at Williams, and that's what a quick, explosive play. Lane can't even get to him at the snap before Williams is all over Tannehill. I'm sorry, Washington. Unbelievable play.
I think I'd want to wear a bigger pair of shoulder pads. 2nd and 5. Play fake. Gonna go deep. Got a man open. He's got it. Josh Gordon for the touchdown.
But did you see Robert Mathis?
Yes. He's being hit and tackled and dropped on the play. And the guy who gets it, Robert Mathis.
Robert Mathis is truly all over the field. And if he's not #1 on a very short list for NFL Defensive Player of the Year, then I don't know what it takes to be the NFL Defensive Player of the Year.
And the guy who gets it, Robert Mathis. And for Robert, that's the 50th different quarterback he has sacked. He takes over the league lead again, 110 in his career. Wow.
You secure the sack with the left hand, and you come with the tomahawk. As you have the ball out, watch your guys run to the end zone. Get up, celebrate.
You are the epitome of a pro.
Good evening. This is for Home Field Advantage. It is approximately Wednesday, 8 p.m., and we have live 3 players from the NFL who have violated the NFL substance abuse policy. I want you to keep an open mind when you hear these answers. They may shock you. Marlon Copeland, are you ready to get started?
I'm definitely ready to get started, sir.
Our first NFL player, 6'2", 230 pounds, Daryl Washington, Arizona Cardinal inside linebacker. Daryl, the first question we have is, with your suspension coming down for a full year, what are you going to be doing each and every day to keep yourself prepared for the upcoming NFL season when you get reinstated?
Smoke weed every day.
Daryl, you got suspended for smoking weed, so I don't know if you want to do that every day or at all anymore. Copeland, we're gonna go live to you.
Wow. Daryl, I'm a little took back by that. Daryl, now with this suspension, you are a key piece to the Arizona Cardinals lineup. You guys are on your way to competing with the Seattle Seahawks and the San Francisco 49ers. You have basically let your team down because you will be missed. What are you going to say to your teammates and to Bruce Arians, who has just came there and revitalized this organization? What are you going to say to them?
Let's get high.
Did he say want to get high?
Daryl, I think that you're not going to be in the league anymore, sir.
This is what happens when you have live interviews, people. Let's move on.
Wow.
Let's go to Josh Gordon, 6'3", 225-pound wide receiver for the Cleveland Browns.
Stat beast.
Marlon, you have a question for Josh Gordon?
Josh, first of all, I want to say, I thought last year was a phenomenal year for you.
Phenomenal.
3 different quarterbacks thrown to you. But with that being said, when you look at the Cleveland organization, It's a young organization. It's vibrant. Johnny Manziel has put some new life into the organization. You guys have a young, stout defense with Joe Hayden and those boys there. And your fan base has been basically let down by many years by this organization, and it seemed like you guys were going in the right direction with you being the key offensive piece. What do you have to say to your fans?
Did you hurt his feelings?
Josh.
Let's let him have a moment.
Yeah, take a moment. It's okay. Take a moment.
Josh, we understand it's an emotional time.
Completely understood.
Last year, September 2013, you said you knew that you may be suspended for a year the next time that you had a substance abuse issue. That time has come. Why didn't you stop doing the things that you were doing?
I've stopped smoking weed. With black people, you didn't let me finish.
You didn't let him finish, sir. Wow.
John, if you smoke with any race, it doesn't really matter. You still get in trouble.
And you can't cry and then come back and say what you just said, Josh. It's getting kind of rough here.
Well, let's take a break from the addiction side. Let's go to Robert Mathis, who this is not a normal thing for Robert Mathis.
It's not normal.
He has a 4-game suspension. Robert Mathis, 6'2", 245 pound, excellent defensive end. Robert, I have a question for you. When it comes to the NFL and your 4-game suspension, how would you deal with being out of the NFL? I mean, I personally feel like you have a lot of things to work on. Seeing how it was a fertility issue, please explain yourself.
You know what you should do? You should sanction me. Sanction me with your army.
But I can't.
Oh, wait a minute. You don't have an army. I ain't said means you need shut up. That's what I do. I would shut up.
Robert, first of all, you don't have to use that tone with me.
Wow.
And second of all, why are your children laughing at me?
That's an army behind you laughing.
4 of them. I'll leave it to you.
Well, you know, I hope you don't do that with me. The question I have for you: fertility drugs are used to cover up the usage of steroids and HGH. Now, with that being said, I'm pretty sure you understand when you use steroids and the side effects, you know, when it comes to your reproductive organs, you know, your testicles and your penis, and, you know, other side effects with your pectoral areas and things like that. You know, a lot of people would say you're putting your life on the line or putting yourself at risk. What do you have to say to your kids? And matter of fact, what do you have to say more than anything to your wife about taking this fertility drug?
You're gonna love my nuts.
That was inappropriate.
If that's what you would say to her, I'm sure that she knows them 4 times over.
We have one more person we're gonna interview. We're gonna talk to Justin Blackman.
Yes.
Justin. Wait. I'm sorry, my producer said that we're only speaking to relevant players in the NFL. I apologize, Justin. We'll talk to you at a different time. Listen, when it comes to the NFL and the violation of substance abuse, the rules are very clear. So, Josh, you're stupid. You put your own selfish desires before the team. Daryl, you're stupid. You got suspended last year, just like Josh. And now you're going for an entire year. The best inside line, 3-4 inside linebacker in the entire NFL. You're stupid. Robert, this is a little different. You took fertility drugs. It was for a good cause. You wanted to have another child for your mother. I understand. You're stupid. Your whole life is built on your body. That's how you make money. So why would you put anything in your body? It doesn't make any sense. Just doesn't.
And you're lying, Robert. Now, no offense, brother. I just feel that you're lying. But since you've been a stand-up guy in the NFL, more than likely it'll blow over. 4 games, it'll blow over. You at the tail end of your career. Although your numbers were spectacular last year.
Out of nowhere.
Out of nowhere. New position, outside linebacker, defensive end combo. You led the league in sacks. You come with a masking agent over your steroids or HGH. And Josh Gordon, you just blowing so much money and talent.
He's blowing smoke.
Every day.
Listen, comment below. Let us know what you think. Subscribe to our YouTube page. And if you want to hear more interviews, just contact us on Twitter at @4HF Advantage and Facebook, 4 Home Field Advantage Sports Talk and 4 Home Field Advantage Trash Talk. This is Mike Lavelle from Marla Copeland. We're signing off.